Hey guys, Swamp Fox here. Going to be doing a playthrough of the War of Thorns lead up to Battle for Azeroth. This is week 1. Haven't done the Horde side like ever, but I will be, since this is more of a Horde versus Alliance expansion, and they have different areas and whatnot. So I am incredibly biased. I like the dwarves the most. So if I don't know my way around, or don't really know what I'm doing, or look like I'm navigating something wrong, it's because I am.
Though our long war against the Legion has ended, the Horde cannot afford a moment of respite. Meet me in my chambers in the Undercity, where we can
Oh god,
discuss
meet
our
her in
next
Undercity.
move discreetly.
Wrath, Hammer of Wrath. I don't. There we go. The Warchief Awaits. Which one of you? There we go. Portal Undercity. I'm a Torn because Torn are pretty chill dudes. As far as like Horde factions are concerned, these guys got it. I will probably get lost, but only ever been in Undercity prior to this while doing bombing runs during the Winter Veil, where you like drop stink bombs. Royal Quarter, okay.
The fate
Bane
of Azeroth
Bloodhoof
rests in your hands.
Penny for my
That guy's legit.
gotta do better than that.
What are we?
Well, hello, Dark Lady. Glad you could make it so quickly. Silithus, that has been the name of the game, or rather, that is what I wanted the Alliance to believe. Make no mistake, Azerite is just as powerful as it is rumored to be, but I have bigger plans in mind. High Overlord Sourfang is leading an army towards Silithus. By now, he should be in the Northern Barrens. I want you to intercept him and notify him that the preparations are complete. Preparations for what, you ask? Why, we are going to capture the World Tree.
I have no time for games.
May I ask why we want to capture Teldrassil? Time is not a luxury we possess, but I respect your desire to know more. This has forever altered the balance of power in Azeroth. Deposits of Azerite are being located across the world. Though we do not yet understand its full potential, it is clear that this substance has vast destructive capability. What will war look like in 20 years? In 100? How can the Horde hope to defend its borders if the Alliance controls the flow of Azerite? What is certain is that the Alliance will use Darknassus as a safe harbor for tunneling Azerite into the Eastern Kingdoms. Anduin Wrynn will build powerful new weapons, and sooner or later he will turn them on our homelands. First he will strike at the Undercity in Silvermoon, and then his gaze will fall upon Kalimdor. For the sake of the Horde's future, we must be the first to act. By occupying Darknassus, we will control the flow of Azerite, and ensure it cannot be used against us. The Alliance will dare not attack its own city for fear of harming civilians. With a single stroke, we will guarantee generations of peace. The Kaldore will defy our occupation unless we break their spirits. We must inflict a blow that will show them what is at stake. We need to lose something, someone, in whom they have an absolute trust and faith, a symbol of hope. Malfurion Stormrage must die. What? Why would you kill Shando?
What joy is there in this curse?
Okay, find him in the Northern Barrens. I don't wanna. Taking a portal to Orgrimmar, because, yeah, Undercity is not close to Northern Barrens. Not last time I checked, anyway. Left of moon. Show me Orgrimmar. Orgrimmar. There it is. At least I know where the portals are in Dalaran. That is not. Oh, whoops. I'll do that later. Do a little housekeeping. I'm gonna be doing these again. Boop, boop, boop. Might do that one. This was a boosted 110, by the way. I didn't do it the old-fashioned way, so. This is the free one that came with the expansion. Damn. Nice caravan we got here. Be a shame if someone was secretly a dwarf paladin instead of a Tauren paladin. Damn, that's long. That is a big. That's a big mount. I'm on it.
I serve the Horde.
I've halted our march until I receive word that we are ready to divert. What comes next will be a coordinated, synchronized attack on key outposts in Ashenvale. If we act quickly, we will destroy the Caldere's defenses and clear a path all the way to Darkshore. Stormwind will surely send reinforcements to stop us. We have to conquer Teldrassil before they arrive. I will divert the troops, meet our operative Larash outside Astronaut for further instructions.
Soldiers of the Horde, ready your blades. Today, we march on the Kaldorei.
Still think it's dumb we're fighting. So the whole reason we're fighting is because it's a power struggle, aka the Cold War. It's a fight between Russia and the United States. An arms race at this point. I'm gonna attack you first because you might attack me. That's some hella good logic right there. I don't think Anduin's ever been aggressive. If anything, you know, he was the patient one. Do you remember the Legion cinematic? Varian's typing a goddamn letter saying how his son taught him patience and to work with others. And Sylvanas is just like, nah, brah. Don't worry about it. Anduin still didn't hate the Dark Lady after, you know, he pulled away her reinforcements. Still curious what the questing area is going to be like for the Horde and the Alliance now. Like, is Ashenvale's questing going to change? Did for Kata? Belf!
I do so enjoy
Sourfang
my
says it's
job.
time. Excellent. Hundreds of rogues have already attacked Calderay Outpost in Ashenvale. On my signal, they will begin the next phase of the war, sowing chaos. My colleague died not far from here, so I could use your help. If we stay out of sight, the town won't even know it's under attack before we have all of its guards down. I have a poison that will kill them quickly and silently. Oh, you signal to me which targets are safe to attack without being noticed. I will put them down.
Let's impress. First,
This is
let me signal the others to begin
just
their assault.
depressing.
This fire burns with purple smoke. They should see it rise above the trees soon. After you, champion, you mark the safe targets. I'll bring them down.
The Horde's using an army of rogues to attack. That should tell you which side is the right one. No one likes rogues. Rogues don't even like rogues. Rogues hate other rogues. Oh. This is depressing.
It's too far away.
Can I choose amnesty?
I need to get closer.
No. This one belongs to me. Nothing quite as satisfying as taking out an Alliance commander. And so easily.
This is not a happy quest.
I need to get closer.
That should do it. How does it feel to single-handedly sack an entire city?
Awful. It feels awful.
Let's not waste time.
Hopefully the other outposts fared as well as we did. My end of the bargain is done, Torn. I'm going to check on the other outposts to make sure none of my brothers and sisters are in trouble. Meet with the Warchief and inform her that Astronar has been secured. Everything has gone according to plan. She should be well on her way. Oh, and try not to hog all the glory. Ah.
Let's teach these savages a lesson, shall we?
We are the Forsaken.
That was
We will
perfectly
slaughter
executed
anyone
strike.
who stands in our way.
Sourfang shall establish our troops here. Now that Astronar is ours, I shall continue my hunt for the only creature that can stop our march to victory, Malfurion Stormrage. Our next order of business will be to establish a foothold at the base of Darkshore. Commander Grimfang of the Zoram'gar Outpost should be able to accommodate an incoming army. Inform him of our arrival and ensure that necessary preparations are made. No, words. Just stoic silence from the Dark Lady. Just murdered a bunch of guards. I didn't even fight them in open combat. Makes me sad. I don't know how Horde, how other, you know, like people who main Horde feel about these quests. But you know, I've read that they're not exactly, you know, thrilled about it either, unless they were, you know, like gung-ho about it. Everyone who plays alliances can die. Or the Horde. I'm not like that. There's a lot of good Horde players. None of them that I know that are undead, though. All of undead and/or goblins. Dicks. Bunch of dicks.
Loktar.
The Warchiefs ask that you prepare your outpost for an incoming army.
Go with honor.
Yeah, I doubt the innkeeper is gonna care much for this. Warchief needs rations and lodging for an incoming army. Want for nothing? You've got 5 cots. There's 2 beds and 3 hammocks, and you've got a rat. That is your food. They're gonna want for a lot. The weaponsmith has more room.
What could I?
I mean, that makes sense. They're orcs.
Dabu.
A forge is always ready. Man after my own heart. That's it? A lot of flying around. Poor bird. Can't imagine carrying, you know, 2-ton cow in full plate mail.
Speak quickly.
A force this large has not moved in Ashenvale in a long time. I hope Zoram'gar is ready to accommodate the might of the Horde. You see all of the wisp about. I have seen this once before when the demon Archimond was felled by the sting of hundreds, no thousands of wisps. This can mean only one thing. Now Furion is beckoning the aid of his ancestors. Ooh, baby. The Warchief has already taken a scouting party ahead to Darkshore to intercept him. Please find the Warchief and see if she has yet caught her prey. We have secured all of Ashenvale, but we must keep the pressure on.
We are the true might of Callum.
Meet Sylvanas near the entrance. I'll fly most of the way, but if it's anything like the Alliance side, on the last little bit, just to make sure that the quests and stuff work.
You will come no further, Banshee Queen.
Soldiers, no! Do not rush the...
No.
Fools! At least now we know how dangerous the wisps can be.
I've been tracking Malfurion's every movement. Lord of the Forest cannot hope to outmatch one who serves a general of Silvermoon. Careful, the forest is still brimming with Stormrage's forces. Look out behind you! I deserve this! I've killed hundreds. Oh, did it keep going? Oh, it's alright.
What joy is there in this curse?
Malfurion will soon return with an army. Calderay have finally halted our progress. In a perfect world, we could have marched all the way to Aberdyne and taken Teldrassil before they could even slow us down. But it matters little. Matters little. Malfurion will try to hold us back until his fleet returns to Silithus. Until then, his army is too small. Only we could find a path through this damn wisps. I have an idea. Let's have a chat with Sourfang.
There will be nowhere to run when next we meet Malfurion. To Zoram'gar, quickly!
Got something up her sleeve. I am kind of like seeing what both sides of the, like, since I've done it from the Alliance side, you know, I know, obviously know what happens, but I don't get to see what she's plotting and stuff, even if it's incredibly depressing. Killing innocents.
Loktar.
Calderay have begun to reinforce Darkshore. Our path to Teldrassil will be more difficult than we anticipated.
We are the Forsaken. We will slaughter anyone
Malfurion
who
knows that his
stands in
wisp
our
wall
way.
is a temporary measure. He's buying time for reinforcements to arrive in Teldrassil. Imperative that we find a way through that wall and quickly. I want you to take our explosives reserves and apply pressure. You'll not be able to bring it down, but you may be able to find us an opening. I will have a squadron ready to strike once you break ground. Zarvik Blastwix should have a few bombardiers for the job.
A wall of wisps.
A wall of wisps?
Surely it is nothing our Dark Rangers and a few demolishers cannot overcome, my lady.
The scouting party I led to Malfurion underestimated the wisps, and they paid the price for doing so. We cannot destroy the wisps, not in numbers enough to matter, but we may be able to disperse them.
Interesting. The wisps respond to Malfurion's call. But what if more of the forest were to cry out for help?
Precisely what I was thinking. Champion, would you be so kind as to test our theory?
Oh, so that's why they attacked the forest? We're gonna hurt other stuff, so, you know, the wisps try to help them?
You want explosions? Buddy, you got it. Hop into one of these beauties and take it for a spin.
We're gonna, you know, destroy a rainforest so that Mother Nature tries to, you know, save those trees. Oh, marked trees. Why don't we just fly over it then? Oh, we probably don't. You know, time is of the essence. There's no way I fit on this thing.
I have no time for games.
Now is the time to strike. Passing through the wall will not be easy, but I think it's something you can handle. Do what you must to prevail, and meet me on the other side. I will lead a squad of sturdy soldiers and as many demolishers as can survive the passing. May not make it to Darnassus today, but the outcome of the war does not rest on one victory alone. It will come as the result of 1,000 small victories. Let's get started, shall we?
It seems the wisps are susceptible to distraction. We will exploit this weakness to get past them. Sawfang, take a squad into Felwood. Seek a path over the mountain into Darkshore. But leave the siege weapons under my command.
Oh, I didn't know about the Felwood forces.
We will squeeze Malfurion from both sides.
Warchief, there is no safe passage through Felwood.
Find one or make one. Time is a luxury we do not possess.
No many smugglers, blight collar.
I beg your pardon?
I am not naive. There is little chance that Everlook receives all its cargo through legitimate means. Someone is using a hidden route through Felwood.
Most smugglers would prefer to avoid the attention of the High Overlord. But I believe we can locate one who can be persuaded to assist us.
Then it is decided. Sawfang, Nathanos, you will leave at once.
Form ranks! Weapons ready!
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good, wonder if I follow them if Blizzard put the time and effort into all of this, you know, flavor text. I'm going to pay attention to it, damn it. I gotta drink all this in. Maybe she's doing it for a good reason. You know, murdering all these people. That tickled. Should've just bubbled through it. Or flown over it, because I have a flying mount.
We pass through the wall on my command. Brace yourselves.
I already passed through the wall.
Through the wall, quickly! I cannot hold it much longer.
Going full Banshee to disperse them.
Once a breach has been made, the pain is bearable. Just give me a moment.
What are we, if not slaves to this torment?
Do not relent, hero. These savage elves would do you no such favor.
Clearing them out. They have amassed an army before us, but it is no matter. The Horde war machine will not be stopped. Go into the Master's Glaive and dispatch the warriors, the sentinels, any who would raise a blade against my soldiers. Clear out the petty rabble that seeks to delay the inevitable. Glaive Misunderstanding. The Calderae have brought their siege weaponry to the field. They are currently using it to oppose mine. We need these demolishers to reach Teldrassil, if we hope to stand any chance of capturing it. Go and destroy their glaive throwers as swiftly as you are able. They think they stop an advance here. They are mistaken. Show them the gravity of them. It doesn't quite hit as hard as my main, but at least I know what I'm doing.
I'm out of range.
Two.
We are the Forsaken. We will
One
slaughter
step closer
anyone
to
who
our
stands
goals.
in our way.
It was an easy victory. Do not expect it to be this simple in the future. Malfurion will return with his forces, but until then, press on. 100 quests. Look up. See them scattering among the trees. Those brightly glowing owls are not living, breathing denizens of the forest. They're Calderae magic. Sentries, a ruse, reporting everything they see back to Malfurion. Can't have that now, can we? Deal with them. But take care, they aren't the only enemies in the forest. We cannot allow anything or anyone to stand in my way. Or our way. It's her way.
I'm out of range.
Murder these ghost owls. You know, because no one likes owls. I also have to murder furbolgs. I gotta murder a lot of things. You peck me. Peck me. Alright, Mr. Owl, I love you.
I'm out of range.
6 more. It's a lot of fur.
I'm out of range.
I wonder if I can see the, like, hiding roots. What do you do? Inside. They have a bunch of... Well, at least tell them to go fight. Apparently they're sitting there with their... Well, comes. The Horde are attacking. What do? Hide in a bush.
I need to get...
Okay. Lady Sylvanas have to say now. Or rather, who is she got me murdering? It's probably a better question.
I have no time for games.
Eyes of the forest shut. One thing remains, the ears, ancients. Feel the vibrations of our footsteps and report our every move to Malfurion. Got that torch handy? I'm sorry.
It's too far away.
I love you. I don't mean this. Told me to do it. If I don't do it, she'll kill me. Probably. Sylvanas isn't exactly a knight. He's a dark lady.
What are we if not
Let us
slaves
take
to
this ancient
torment?
grove.
Sylvanas, your foul deeds desecrate this sacred place. Undo Falador.
Malfurion, how gracious of you to join us. Who would have guessed that you would come to protect your precious trees?
Be gone, witch.
No! My eyes! It burns. Where did you fly away to, little bird?
What happened?
What joy is there in this
Blackwood
curse?
Den. We have not moved our troops into Darkshore yet, but I think we have enough to justify establishing a foothold somewhere. I know just the place. Just south of here is the Blackwood Den. Inhabitants, the Furbogs, have been driven into hysteria. Our enemies pouring from the north, the Furbog threat is a nuisance we cannot afford. We'll lead another squad past the wall while you negotiate with the Furbogs. Nothing rallies the Horde more than their banners standing in the ruin of an enemy stronghold. Go to the Blackwood Den, take the territory there, raise the Horde banners, and let none question our dominance over the land. I definitely feel like the invading force all day. Considering I've murdered so many things today. Not to like help people. It's to kill them.
to range.
I'd like to know where I put this banner on my person. Banner. Aggressive inspiration. While I'm aggressively negotiating with these furbogs.
We are the Forsaken. We will
Just you
slaughter
wait.
anyone
Once we
who
have conquered
stands in our
Darnassus, the
way.
elders of the Blackwood tribe will be thanking us for restoring peace to the den. Seem to borrow it for a moment. This is not a time for subtle gestures. Oh hey, I'm now friendly with Undercity. While the rest of our army sets up camp, you should follow me. I spotted something interesting on our way back from Zoram'gar. I'll admit, not even I could have predicted such fortuitous happenstance. Come with me. Bring a pickaxe.
Sappers, gather your gear and follow me. Bring every shredder we have.
Oh. Guessing that's the Azerite they found. Master's Glaive.
Azerite. With this in our grasp, all who dare to oppose the Horde will
I get no
fall.
respect.
You heard the
Proceed
Warchief.
with
We got
caution,
work to do.
champion. It seems the Alliance has beaten us to it. That ship must have come
Definitely a
from
lot more quests on the
Darnassus,
Horde side.
which
That is for sure.
means I have a crow to hunt.
I have a crow to hunt. You heard the Warchief. We got Azerite shooting out of those ruins over there, and Night Elves trying to snag it. Get those ruins and collect some of that stuff. This whole attack is done for if the Night Elves get their hands on that Azerite. The Alliance got the Azerite here before us. The place is crawling with Night Elves. Kill as many of them as you can. We gotta make sure none of them deliver even an ounce of Azerite to the Alliance.
You ever need anything, you know where to find me.
Okay. Oh, the druids are flying around carrying it. That's a... That is not what it looks like from the Alliance side, I can assure you. Ah! Archer! I'm gonna miss when Divine Storm went forward. Okay.
Range. Target.
Okay, two more. do with this stuff? Probably.
Well, spit it out.
That should do it. The Night Elves won't know what hit them. Whew! That was a close call. The Night Elves should have just ran away with that. Had the chance. They didn't have a chance. We've got a handle on things here. We gotta bring all that Azerite back to Zarvik Blastwix in the camp. Gonna know just how to use it. Stuff. Use this stuff to really take down the Alliance.
Hey, I got your back.
Alright. I want to take down the Alliance. We guys, can't we just, you know, screw and get it over with?
Talk to me.
Azerite for me? You shouldn't have. Just kidding. Of course you should have.
Glad I could help.
Ooh, you got me some Azerite? That's the good stuff. Let me just... Hold on a second, will you? I'll add in a bit of this. Smash it in real good. A little gunpowder, some fuses, and copper chips. A couple of dashes of my secret ingredient, and voila! The modifications are complete.
That's bad.
This thing is the bomb. Now, seriously, to blow the top hat off of Galliwich's pleasure palace. Makes a goblin proud, you know? Yo!
Name is Blastwix. Let me tell you, kid, this may be some of my best work I've ever done. Now that's the upgrade. Now that the upgrades are in place, there's no time to waste. The battle is raging over at Wild Bend River. Take the modified Hellion battle and give them hell.
Keep it real.
Ah!
Talk to me.
Can I hit a
Right
set?
back.
No, I guess I'm not. I don't know. Definitely more quests on the Horde side for sure. It only took me about half an hour. And I'm at like what, 50 minutes? Probably wasn't as much storytelling. So just, we're being attacked. We got killed. Nothing we can do. Azerite salvo? Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
What are we, if not
For every
slaves to
enemy
this
we
throne?
slay, 2 replace them on the battlefield. Oh, funny. That's exactly what Maltherian says on the other side. The stalemate is unwise to pursue. Let's regroup at Blackwood Den. Reputation with the whole. I hope so. I'm a goddamn member of them. At least on this guy.
I've no time for games.
Where do we go from here?
Wildbend River is
Wildbend
locked in
River
a
is
stalemate,
locked in a stalemate.
and
You're in.
Malfurion knows it. We must stay the course for now. I will continue leading our soldiers through the wall while we await word from Sarfang. In the meantime, we will do all that we can to keep the Kaldori under pressure. We shall not afford them the luxury of a peaceful night's rest. This is war.
Okay, so guessing this is the end? Yeah, that makes sense. So, yep, there's World Quest. Yep. Hell of a lot better. I don't have to. Poop geared. Well, once the War of the Thorns week 2 hits, I'll try to have those vids up a little bit sooner. So, just keep in mind, you know, I am an Alliance player doing Horde content, so I don't have a lot of sympathy. not at least for this expansion. I certainly felt for the orcs during the Burning Crusade. Just trying to find a home. But man, goblins and undead. Guys are dicks. Anyway, fun. Bye guys.